us you're from Oxford. That's what it is. Yeah.
Anyway, we could have given up at that point, but we didn't. We went back to the drawing board, and later on you'll be able to see the results of our frankly brilliant efforts. But for now, it's the news.
It is indeed. And we start with this. As we know, Formula One has always been the most glamorous sport in the world, hasn't it? Yeah? But not anymore, not from next year. There's 4 new teams joining in, OK? One of them, Manor Grand Prix, is based in Sheffield. How glamorous is that? Oh, yeah.
Strictly speaking, it's actually between Sheffield and Rotherham.
Well, if we're going to be specific and pedantic, it's between Sheffield, Rotherham and Worksop in a place called Dinnington, which I know well. And it's exactly like Monte Carlo, apart from in every single detail.
It's going to take the shine off it a bit, isn't it? I can't wait to see their new car.
Oh.
Don't know why I bother with all that carbon fibre. I made mine out of steel.
Stainless steel. I'll tell you what, if that Fernando Alonso twats into our car, his Ferrari will be buggered. I'll tell you that for no.
Funny, my dad worked in pit, and now I've got a job in pit.
They're replacing Toyota, and they've signed Emo Glock, who presumably is currently learning why it's important to punch anyone who looks at him funny. Is anyone from Sheffield? Are you? Whereabouts? You're from Sheffield? This is honestly, because I'm just thinking, they're using Cosworth engines, or I should say Sheffield, Cosworth.
Cosy.
No, Cosworth. You've got to like have a stroke halfway through the word. Cosworth.
So your face sort of falls... Cosworth. Your face falls off.
No, just go on. Can we just practice? Can we just... you're from Sheffield, just practice it, just show us.
How'd you say it?
Cosworth.
There you are! I think it's fair to say that that team is probably now Top Gear's absolute favourite F1 team. I want them to win everything, so on the podium they're going to have a big brass band at the end.
Oh, abide with me. No, that's a national anthem. Well, I've been abide with me on a brass band, be lovely. Now, criminals, would you like to get away with your crimes? Are you capable of running more than 100 yards? Well, good news, because the police are thinking of using these now. It's a Mitsubishi Electric. They say it's helping them crack down on CO2.
I don't want the police to crack down on CO2. I want them to get my bloody television back, because it's been 6 years since that was nicked, and I haven't heard a peep out of them whilst they've been going on about cracking down on CO2. I'm going to have to buy another one at this rate.
What were you stopped for the other day by a policeman? It was some motoring misdemeanor. He just turned around and said, "Oh, good, this must mean you found my television." I tell you what, if I was a policemanist and my chief Freemason came into the office one morning and said, I don't mean I mean chief constable.
You didn't mean that, yeah.
Who's getting muddled up? And he said, right, you've got to do your beat to one of those. I would drink my own pepper spray. Now, I tell you what, this is a slightly interesting one, OK, which I must just do. There was a survey recently, OK, about the effects that a nice car can have on a male, a human male, OK? What they did was they got 40 young guys and they made them drive up and down the street in a Toyota Camry and then drive up and down the same street in the same manner in a Porsche 911. And then they measured their testosterone after each drive. And after driving the Porsche, it had shot up.
So it had an actual physiological effect.
Yeah, I'm amazed by that.
I think that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Because whenever I drive a really nice, exciting car, I always get like a nice little fizzing sensation. Well, no, it's not.
Where is this fizzing
Well, it's not
sensation?
actually in my penis, but it's sort of just behind it.
A fizzing sensation just behind your penis?
Yeah.
So isn't that the pit of your stomach?
No, lower down than that. Sort of right.
That's your prostate, mate. You've set on the gear.
No.
Has anybody else had a fizzing sensation just behind their penis?
Am I the only person? Ah, thank you, sir.
You have?
Good man.
Or do you just want to be on television? Do come here.
It's just got a lot worse.
James May, a man in a moustache, has come on the stage and wishes to meet you so you can discuss your fizzing penises.
I just...
That's the end of the news.
Oh, God!
I'd like to commend you on being brave enough, especially as you've grown a moustache for charity, to come on the stage and admit that you too have been bestowed with this great gift from the gods of a slight fizzing sensation somewhere behind your penis but in front of your prostate when you drive an exciting car. What sort of car are you driving when you feel it?
Citroen AX.
You must have had
honestly,
this.
no, seriously. We'll come back. We really must invite you to go back over there. Thank you.
I think some of us are just more fortunate than others. You must have had this on a motorcycle.
No,
I bet
never.
you have.
No, I'm just going to stand as well. I don't even want to use that seat now. This is just...
Now, we have to just touch on something, don't we, before we go, because...
Yours has gone wrong, you see.
I'd rather chop them off. I'd rather slice them.
Thing is, no, next week we're doing this item on which car company has produced the largest number of great cars.
This is great car.
Yes, great cars. So any thoughts on which car companies made the biggest number of great cars? See, Aston Martin is I don't think Aston has made a single great car, and they made some lovely...
DB5 was only great because of James Bond. It's
Yeah.
A bit rubbish, but it's
Exactly.
great because of
Anyone
James
else got any thoughts?
Who said Ferrari? Somebody said Ferrari.
That's a
over there.
good call, but...
Ferrari's a good call, but if you
No,
think
but
about
it's
it, they made a lot of rubbish cars as well. I mean, the 348 was rubbish, the Testarossa was rubbish.
Mondial was rubbish.
There are great ones.
400.
The F40 was a
That
great
was
car.
great.
But what about mainstream manufacturers, though? Not
Ford.
Just, yeah, Ford. I mean, they did the Model T. That's kind of an important car.
Mustang,
GT40.
when it came
GT40. This, I think, is an interesting debate that petrol heads can have. We genuinely would like to hear what you have to say, so do please go on our website, which is on the internet, and then write something on. I don't know how you write something on it. What you which car firm you think has produced the largest number of great cars? If you write that down on our internet, we'll read it. Now, last year I drove an Audi R8, and I thought it was the knees of the bee, but in a straight line at least, it was a little bit slower than a Porsche 911.
Yeah, quite a lot slower than a 911, actually.
It was about that much slower, and I admit that much makes all the difference. However, Audi has now released a new, faster version.